Law changes for your taxes that you need to be aware of, and they could impact your estate planning. It's estate planning week, and Stewart Welch joins us with Money Tuesday this morning to talk about that. Good morning.
How exciting. Estate planning week. I can't wait to get started with that.
Especially when we find out what we're talking about. Okay.
Sure.
Talk about an act that actually came into effect this year.
This was the American Taxpayer Relief Act of
2012.
2012, right? But it became effective January 1 of this year. And it basically raised the amount of money that is exempted from estate tax to $5 million.
Okay.
And it's inflation adjusted, so actually this year it's $5,250,000.
So how many people actually fit in that $5 million bracket there?
Yeah, and it's actually double that for couples. So
Wow.
it is 1/2 of 1%, which means, virtually nobody is subject to tax. Now that's the good news.
Okay.
I mean, that is good news. But it does require that you take a minute and look at your estate plan, because a lot of people under the old law had trusts set up in their will where if you and I were married, I put money into a family trust, the maximum amount that could go estate tax free. Well, now all of it goes into the family trust. None of it would go to you, for example, outright or into a marital trust. So if you have a trust in your will, you need to pay attention and get your attorney to double check this.
So if you have a will, do you need a trust?
It depends. So this was mostly people that had fairly large estates and they wanted to be sure and preserve that to avoid estate taxes. So in some cases you would. This is, again, estate planning week. It's a great time to say, okay, I'm going to pull it out and check it and get with my attorney and make sure. There's another thing that I would say as part of this is you want to check your ownership and your beneficiary designation. So we had a case where this person just came in and he found out he died before we had a chance to finish doing a review, and we found that he had a checking account with his ex-wife that was he was been divorced 20 years.
Wow.
And he had taken her name off the checks, but he hadn't taken her name off the account. And normally you go, well, that's probably not a big deal. Most people don't keep a lot of money in their checking account. Well, this particular case, there was over $150,000 in there. So we had to actually go negotiate a settlement. So you need to double check your ownership, particularly if you've had divorce or divorces, and you need to check your beneficiary designations.
Okay, so power of attorney, also new laws regarding
Power of attorney, Alabama passed a model power of attorney law that says institutions must accept it. In the past, we've seen a lot of cases where institutions would not accept it. That became effective in 2011, but a lot of people have not updated their power of attorney. If you don't have a power of attorney under this new model, you need to get that.
Okay, I think we're out of time there.
Okay.
So thanks so much again, and what are we talking about next time, do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, we'll all be surprised. How about that?
Oh, that'd be good.
As always, good to have you here,
Thanks,
Stewart. Okay, well, can you